is my happy dance. Hold on. It's the holidays. Happy holidays, everybody. Yes. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy Hanukkah. Whatever you're celebrating, thank you for celebrating it with us here at Unity on the Bay. We are so excited about today's service. So before I bring Reverend Juan on up to let us know and to have our service begin with prayer, I got a couple of things that I want to let you know about, all right? Listen closely. There are going to be 2 services next Sunday, all right? The first service is at 11:15 a.m., and it's our Christmas pageant produced by our Youth and Family Ministry right here, okay? So we encourage everyone to come in their most festive PJs. Listen. It is one of my favorite services all year because I get to come in PJs. Literally, I roll out of bed, throw on my heels, and come on in. Okay, because my PJs are a onesie, but they still have space for my heels, of course, like any lady would, right? So I want to see your festive Christmas PJs or your holiday PJs or just your PJs, whatever it is. Come on in, bring your family. It's a family-friendly service. This whole room is going to have tables and games and Christmas treats like cocoa and cookies. All right, get here because while they're setting them up, I'll probably be eating them. So get here on time, all right, okay? Then we have our second service at 6 p.m., and it's our popular candlelight service. The choir and the house band will be doing incredible Christmas songs, inspirational Christmas message, of course, by Reverend Juan. This whole room is going to be lit up by each of you holding a real Christmas candle. Who has been here for Christmas service? Raise your hands. It's an experience. It's so wonderful, okay? And you are done in time to get to your house for Noche Buena. You really are. The pig is still in the ground. It hasn't even been cut by the time you're done, all right? So bring your family and friends. We want to see everybody here. If you want more details on that, please go to unityonthebay.org, okay? And has everybody finished their Christmas shopping? Their holiday shopping, their Hanukkah shopping? Okay, well, I've got a perfect idea, okay? Like if you've got friends like I do, my friends don't want the gift card, right? They want an experience, okay? And this is your opportunity to give that friend of yours an experience. Our first one-day retreat of the year is going to be in January. It's January 20th. Reverend Pam is going to be leading it at the Great Mahakala Retreat House, and that's very close to Brickell. It's beautiful. Look at the picture behind me. Folks at home, the picture's on your screen. It's a 6-hour retreat from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Enrollment includes a healthy prepared vegetarian meal. And this is the best way to distress from the holidays and start your year off right. December is a very difficult month. Everybody knows that, right? So January will be a great way to kick off 2024 in an incredible way. For those wanting to buy this as a Christmas gift, we have a special bring a friend deal that ends Christmas Day, all right? So log on to unityonthebay.org and sign up for that retreat with the awesome Reverend Pam. And with that, help me welcome up to the stage your Reverend and mine. He swears he's wearing Christmas colors, Reverend Juan Del Hierro.
So this is Faye. This is red according to Faye. This is my red according to me. This is my festive holiday attire for today.
And this is mine.
It's also mostly because I actually thought this shirt was green. Luckily for me, I already mentioned it to a few people. I have a bunch of little elves that help dress me in the mornings here. Like, oh no, next time don't wear that. Next time wear this. So we're covered. Thank you, Faye. How many of you, by the way, don't believe that Faye actually doesn't sleep with her heels on and actually has to put them on in the morning, right? So thank you for that, Faye. As Faye mentioned, my name is Juan. I'm the senior minister of this amazing spiritual community, and I just want to share with you just how blessed I feel, not only to be gathered this morning, this Sunday morning with each of you, but to also be able to celebrate the Christmas holiday with each other in spiritual community. And I really believe that the Christmas spirit is something that is alive in the people that are around us and ourselves and the people around us. And so to be able to witness that right here and right now, Just want to say thank you and know that you're a big blessing. You're a Christmas gift to me and all those that are around you. Now, if this is your first time at Unity on the Bay, we'd love to get to know you a little bit more. We'd love for you to just follow the prompts that are on the screen so that we can just find out a little bit more about what it is that brought you to spiritual community, what are the things that you're looking for, and just the ways in which we can support and connect with you. And I kind of love that this took place this morning. I got to hear about some of the people that are here for the first time. So Sarah and Kurt, welcome. Thank you so much for being with us. Ian, thank you so much for being with us today. And just again, really excited that we all get to be with each other. For those that if this is their first or second time, know that we already know and feel blessed by your presence here at Unity on the Bay. Now, this is the third Sunday of Advent, and so we're going to be talking about love. Let me tell you, we're really going to be talking about, you're going to hear the word love a lot today. Anybody have an issue with that? Perfect. It is the third Sunday then, and many of you already know, but there's this booklet, The Sweetest Christmas. If you haven't gotten yours yet, we have some by the welcome table. If you're watching from home, there's a link so that you can download a PDF of it, and it's just different articles to support us in being in that Christmas spirit. And I was really blessed a couple of weeks ago to share with you something that I got invited to write about. Today, I want to read to you about love. This is the article for today, a segment of the article for today by Reverend Teresa Burton. I invite you as I speak these words to just check in about how you connect to it and what it inspires within you. It says, this Christmas, let's allow ourselves to feel the bonds of friendship or kinship that transcend distance, time, and even life itself. This is how we keep one another close, our bonds of love unbreakable, whether our memories are happy or bittersweet. And on this day of Advent, I cherish memories of those who have touched my life with love. How many of you in this moment are thinking of somebody that inspired love within you? I really invite you to bring them and your friends, your family, all those that you get to share life with and have shared life with, to your hearts as we go into this time of prayer. And so I just invite us to take a deep breath, to center ourselves right here and right now in the awareness that God is here, alive within each and every one of us, expressing through us and as us. And as we feel this presence, we know that it is a presence of love. And it is the love that is within us. It is the love that we get to share. It is the love that we get to witness. It is the love that guides us and inspires us into a greater understanding of our truth and the truth of all beings. For right here and right now, we trust, affirm, and we claim our oneness with God. We claim our oneness with each other. Right here, right now, we affirm and we claim the abundance, the health, the wholeness, the very activity of spirit as a blessing within our lives as we are inspired to be a blessing to others. And in this moment, we simply feel this love as it moves, has its being within us and invites us into the feeling and the sensation and the knowing of gratitude. The gratitude that is right here and right now within our hearts. Gratitude for all of the ways in which we have experienced miracles. Gratitude for the hope and the faith of miracles to come. Gratitude for the love that moves us and guides us. Gratitude for the peace that knows no bound and that we can step into more fully, moment by moment, breath by breath. And through this, we give thanks for the joy that is a part of our life, the joy that is a part of this community, the joy that we invite others into, and the joy that is our divine nature. With hope, with peace, with love, and with joy, we say, thank you, God. For right here and right now, we know God is our life, and we know that we are the blessings by which God is made known to others. And so giving thanks for God, giving thanks for these teachings, giving thanks for this community, giving thanks for this Christmas holiday, and everything that we know Christmas to be and mean for us, we say, thank you, God, so it is, amen. Let's have a wonderful Sunday experience, everyone.
Thank you, Reverend Juan. Good morning, Unity on the Bay. Thanks for that. Let's welcome to the stage Andre Acevedo.
Oh yeah, yeah. Candles burning low, lots of mistletoe, lots of snow and ice everywhere we go. Choir singing carols right outside my door. All these things and more, baby.
All these things and more.
That's what Christmas means to me, my love.
That's what Christmas means to me, my love.
Yeah, yeah. And you know what I mean. I see your smiling face like I never seen before. Even though I love you madly, seems to love you more. The little cards you give me touch my heart for sure. All these things and more, baby.
All these things and more.
That's what Christmas means to me, my love.
That's what Christmas means to me, my love.
I feel like running wild, as anxious as a little child. Greet you neath the mistletoe, kiss you once and then some more, and wish you a Merry Christmas, baby.
Wish you a Merry Christmas, baby.
And such happiness in the coming year.
Happiness
Oh,
in the
baby, let's deck the halls with holly, singing silent night. Fill the tree with angel hair and pretty, pretty lights. Wake up, think Christmas. Oh, baby, Christmas means to me, my love.
Christmas means to me, my love.
Christmas, Christmas. Hey, yeah, yeah.
Candles burning low.
Oh, candles,
Lights of snow.
lots of
Candles
stuff.
burning low. Lots of snow.
Lots of stuff.
Burning low.
Oh, even
Lots of
candles.
lights of snow.
Candles burning.
Burning low.
Lots of stuff.
Lots of lights of snow. Candles burning low.
That's what Christmas
Lots of
means.
lights of snow. Candles burning low.
I've seen them
Lots of
candles
lights of snow.
burning
Candles
bright.
burning low.
That's what
Lots of lights of
Christmas
snow.
means to me. Yeah. Christmas.
Volunteers are a vital part of a strong and healthy spiritual community. They give their time and talents freely because they love helping people and they believe in the power of community. Some of them you'll see on Sundays singing their hearts out, greeting you at the door, or staying after services to pray with you. And other volunteers, like our Board of Trustees and Angels Everywhere team, work behind the scenes for countless hours to support this community and beyond. Volunteering is no small act. It is an act of selfless love. In fact, it's a sacred act, and this is why we consider all of our volunteers to be sacred servers. So today, join us in honoring and celebrating our Sacred Server of the Month and Sacred Service Team of the Month.
Okay, yes. Good morning, Unity on the Bay. Hope we're all doing great today. My name is John Felice. I am your engagement manager. And today I have the honor of announcing our Sacred Server and Sacred Service Team of the Month for December 2023. First, I'd like to announce our Sacred Server of the Month. We recognized him this morning. He read our daily word, Eddie Dominguez. And he has been so supportive of our organization for many years. Up until last year, he served as our board president for 8 years. He stayed on the building committee to support the search of our future home. He stepped up to MC this year's Love and Light Gala, and he was so perfect for it. Please help me again in congratulating Eddie Dominguez as our Sacred Server of the Month for December 2023. I also have the honor to recognize our Sacred Service Team of the Month. Drum roll. Our Board of Trustees. I'm going to invite them on stage. Our President, Steve McCoy. Vice President, Laura Thesine. Treasurer, Jody Johnson. Secretary, Eliana Rodriguez. And our trustees, Nick Brunzel, who is not on stage right now, Kelly Bussey, Kevin Moran, Israel Sosa, and of course, Reverend Juan. You served on the board as well. So we want to honor you today with a certificate as a Sacred Service Team of the Month, and we do have some comments to say to you. We honor you, Unity on the Bay's Board of Trustees, for your unwavering dedication to every aspect of Unity on the Bay's growth and development, and this has not gone unnoticed. Your commitment to living our core values and the endless support you provide, both publicly and behind the scenes, is having a profound impact on our community. This recognition is a celebration of your commitment, perseverance, and selfless dedication to our community. Especially during this holiday season, it is important to acknowledge the tremendous impact you've made. And everyone, please help me again celebrate our Board of Trustees being recognized as our Sacred Service Team of the Month for December 2023. And this is just a little gesture of our appreciation. You have some unit tea. And a $5 gift card. We treat you really well here. Laura, would you do the honor of reading our daily word for today?
Good morning, Unity on the Bay family. It's an honor to read the daily word for today. Today's daily word is love. Repeat after me the affirmation. I feel blessed to share God's steadfast love. As the event season continues, I give thanks for the steadfast love of God, which dispels the darkness of conflict and loneliness with the light of harmony and togetherness. Love is personal and sacred, human and divine, immediate and immortal. Amid season greetings for joy and peace, I give thanks for the power of love. I am a divine being bringing the love of God into the world. Through my words and actions, I am kind and patient, compassionate and empathetic, and encouraging and supportive. As I am blessed by love, I share love's blessing with others. I center myself on the Christ within and go forth as a heart and hands of love in the world. Today's daily word is inspired by 1 John chapter 4, verse 7. Beloved, let us love one another, because love is from God, and everyone who loves is born of God and knows God. And so today, on the third Sunday in Advent, I light this candle for love.
It's time to get ready for meditation. please silence your phones. Sit in a comfortable posture and remember to take deep breaths from time to time. We'll begin our meditation experience with a song.
This song is inspired by the Lord's Prayer.
Oh God, from whom the depth of life comes, who fills all heaven and earth, may your light shine within us. May we know you're not separate from us. May we feel you in our hearts. May your will come true. May we love like you. Thanks for your forgiveness. May we forgive ourselves and others too. Thank you for guiding our steps while we're here. May we walk in love, not fear. When we listen, your message is clear. The kingdom of heaven is here. The kingdom of heaven is here. The kingdom of heaven is here.
And we breathe out as we acknowledge and remember the kingdom of heaven is here. We breathe out love and we release what no longer serves us. Anything unlike love, we allow it to dissolve, to vanish. We acknowledge, I am divine, unconditional love. I am understanding love. I am wise love. I am silly love. I am joyful love. I am sorrowful love. Unconditional love encompasses everything, every kind of love. And we allow ourselves to experience strength within our vulnerability. We are wise, tough love. We are understanding, healthy boundaries love. We seek to forgive even when we do not understand. And we seek to understand even when we choose not to forgive.
choose to forgive because we can. Because love and peace are more powerful than pain and hurt. We choose to forgive as we move beyond any judgments we may have received from others, right and wrong, good or bad. And we forgive ourselves as we release any judgments we may have of others. We allow this silly, joyful, unconditional love to flow through every cell of our bodies, from head to toes, from the epidermis to the deepest parts within our body. As within, so without. And so we see this amazing pink light of love extending from our center, extending from our hearts, 100 feet in every direction, 1,000 feet in every direction, 1,000,000 miles in every direction. And we remember that when we are at one with the one, which is always, we are limitless and infinite. And in this moment, as we breathe in and extend harmony throughout the world, within our bodies, within our neighborhoods, within our country, and in every country around the world. We extend peace, love, understanding, and wisdom to all the governments of the world, to all the movers and shakers, which includes us, as we recognize our power and our strength. And as we go into the silence, let's take a moment to send love to all those that we love, to all those that we may not know, and to all those around the world that are willing to receive it. And we say thank you, thank you, thank you to that divine expression of love and harmony that we are. We say thank you for the opportunity to harmonize our world, our environment, our families, our homes, our work. We give thanks because as love, we attract ourselves to that which we desire, and we give thanks. as we go through our worlds.
I don't need a snowfall or a cabin out in Colorado. I don't need a perfect beachside 100 miles away. As long as there's Nat King playing low, a fireplace burning and some mistletoe. Oh yeah. Well, I got all I need. No place I'd rather be. There's something about home that makes me miss it. It's not Christmas without you in it. It's not the lights or the gifts around the tree. There's only one thing that's on my wish list. It's being home for Christmas. Oh, yeah, yeah. We got all the family here. We made it through another year. It would take a lot of time to count all my blessings. So far away from a silent night, I'm full of joy and it's feeling right. It's feeling right, alright. No place I'd rather be. There's something about home that makes me miss it. It's not Christmas without you in it. It's not the lights or the gifts around the tree. There's only one thing that's on my wish list. It's being home for Christmas. Candlelights on aglow. Wondering if the snow being home for Christmas. Easy laughter in the air, through the magic everywhere. Being home for Christmas. I got all I need. No place I'd rather be. There's something about home that makes me miss it. It's not Christmas without you in it. I got all I need. Yeah, I got all I need. Oh, something about home that makes me miss it. It's not Christmas without you in it. Without you in it. There's only one thing that's on my wish list. One thing on my wish list is being home for Christmas. Oh, yeah. It's being home with you. Yeah. Being home for Christmas. Being home for Christmas. Being home with you. Being home with you. Christmas. Shooby-dooby, dooby-doo-ah. Being home with you for Christmas. Thank you, Unity on the Bay.
Thank you, Andre, again. Beautiful. As he was singing this service, you know, one of the things that came up for me was just feeling very blessed that we are home for Christmas, right? Like, so we have different homes, but I just hope that you really feel at home here and that you join us to continue to celebrate the Christmas holiday. And actually, I'll just go right ahead. I did it at the end of last service, but I'll do it now. How many of you love Unity on the Bay? Yes. How many of you have individuals that you love in your life? How many of you have been thinking about bringing some of those two things together, right? So this is just a perfect opportunity of bringing things that you love, people that you love into community together. So I really invite you to this week reach out to friends, to family, and invite them to be a part of our full Christmas schedule. You know, we have some really wonderful services. We have New Year's. It's just a really great time to be able to celebrate with each other in community and with the people that you love, the additional people that you love. So I also just want to say, I want all of you to know how much love is present in the Board of Trustees. I know we honored them a little earlier, and as I see each and every one of them, as I think of Nick, there's just a lot of love that we have for each other. There's a lot of love that we have for Unity, and I want you to know that everything in my being knows that our Board of Trustees is always serving out of love. And so thank you to each of you for modeling that for so many of us. All right, all the gushy stuff put to the side now. And I want you to know that you all got a very nice Christmas gift from the 9:30 service because they said, don't do the second joke. So I'm just gonna keep it to one. And why do reindeers like Beyonce so much? Because she slays. Did you like the additional piece? Okay, yeah, that's what I was working on earlier. All right. Well, some people are asking for the second joke. I know to listen to the first service, but Jody, if you want to hear it after the service, I'll be more than happy to share it with you. And if it works, we'll bring it back next week. We talk about Christmas, and we've been celebrating Christmas, and it looks like Christmas, and there's all the activities of Christmas already happening. And one of the things that I really appreciate about how we experience Christmas here in Unity is that we recognize that it's not just a day, that it's something that it means, and it's something that it means not only for the people who celebrate it and how we celebrate it, but it means something within us. It reminds us of something within us. And I love this quote from our co-founder, Charles Fillmore. This is how he speaks of Christmas. He says, "It does not belong to the past. It is a vital, living, present truth. The bringing forth of the Christ child is not a work that is finished in Bethlehem. It is taking place in our midst every day." And so as we prepare through Advent and through coming together for Christmas, that is sort of like the invitation that I invite all of you into, and I'm inviting myself into, is like, what is taking place within us? And how are we creating the space for a deeper understanding of everything that God and everything that Jesus and everything that Christ is within us? Because I do believe that God is love. I believe that God is peace. God is our faith. God is our hope. And God is our joy. And so today, as we honor and celebrate this third Sunday of Advent and of love, I'm just really looking forward to not only celebrating how love has shown up, but also inviting us to have an even greater vision of what is emerging as love. The many ways in which, yes, love is calling us forth in some small and in some really big ways. And that as we are entering that call, that we hold the vision of what is possible, that we hold the vision of our place in making and creating a greater experience of love, not only for ourselves, but for all those around us and for humanity itself. And as we celebrate Advent meaning like the emerging of something new in the horizon, right? Like we can lean on our experiences of love and our understanding of love, and know that there is something that is emerging, there is something that is coming up that we may not even fully know what it looks like, but we can have the faith of what it'll feel like. Because it will feel loved. It will feel peace. It will engender within us a greater sense of joy and happiness and abundance and prosperity, not only for us, but for all of humanity. And so this is really a celebration of what has been and a celebration of what we get to hold as the possibility this Christmas holiday. Now, let's see if some of you get this at this service. Everybody say love. Love. Everybody say love. Love. Everybody say love. Love. Who knows where that's from? Oh, good. At the first service, they didn't know. And yes, Unity on the Bay, we are the kind of community that quotes RuPaul and RuPaul's Drag Race. So one of the things that is clear for me is that in order for me to experience love, I have to share love. Have you found that when you sort of share your love with others, you get a greater sense of what it actually feels like and what it looks like and sort of like the fabric of what love is as we are in love and sharing our love with other people? And to me, love is really an action, and it's an action that really invites us to recognize that what we are and who we are and the many ways in which God and the Christ nature is within us, that's not something to be hoarded, right? That's not something just for us. That is something that really needs to be expressed. That the blessing of trusting and knowing and claiming our divine Christ nature is felt and experienced when we express it, not repress it. And so today, I really invite us to think about the ways in which we are expressing love, the ways in which we are being invited to express love, and yes, even the ways in which we may be repressing love. Because if you're having some similar experiences as I am, there are times when, I know what love is trying to inspire in me, the actions, the words that it is trying to. And there is something, right? It's like, oh, that would be so lovely. Yes, that would be so great. And I'm going to know. Like that, I'm going to repress that because I need to show up in a different way, or because people may not understand, or just because there's something within us that may be fearful of being misunderstood or fearful of just not getting it right. And so the opportunity this week is to really check in about that. What are the ways in which not only are we being invited to express love, but what are the ways in which we have kept our love small and repressed it? Where are those places within our own lives? And quite honestly, where are the places within the world where that love and that peace and that harmony is being repressed? Now, for me, the core of what God is love. That's it. God is love. The very character of God, the very expression of God is love. And so if we want to experience God, I believe we have to experience love. If we want to really embody our own Christhood, we have to express that Christhood through love. And the way that God loves us and to experience the way that God loves us, we get to know it more fully when others get to know how we love them, how we hold them. And so really the way of God is the way of love. And I love that as we are celebrating, the life of Jesus, because it's not just the birth, right? Like we're celebrating the birth of Jesus, but because of the kind of life that he led and modeled and shared with all of us. And I love that in the Gospels begin with, for God so loved the world. That's it. For God so loved the world that Jesus came into being so that with him we would have a greater understanding of the possibility of living into our truth and living into our own Christ nature. And when we look at the life of Jesus and when we look at everything he did, for me, the thing that I get the most is he was a man of love. What he did, how he showed up, right? Like the stories that we've learned about where he loved those that other people couldn't love. He loved those that were on the sidelines, that were ostracized, right? Those that either people didn't think they were worthy of love, or even they themselves didn't think that they were worthy of love. How many times have we felt put to the side? And how many times have we put ourselves to the side, right? But he loved the sick, he loved the poor, he loved his enemies. How many of you have been working on that one for a lifetime, right? Love was the core of his message. And one of the things that I really was sitting with today is like, also when Jesus speaks and affirms and claims the Father and I are one, what I get out of that is what we now hear quite a bit is love is love. God's love was Jesus' love, was Christ's love, is our love. Love is love is love. And it reminds me of the way in which Khalil Gibran speaks of Jesus. How many of you have heard of Khalil Gibran and the Prophet? How many of you knew that he actually had other books other than the Prophet? A few, okay, good. Well, he did, and there's this beautiful book that he has where he writes about the life of Jesus from the different perspectives of all the people that were around him. And so in Jesus, the Son of Man, Khalil Gibran shares this about Jesus. I would tell you more of him, but how shall I? When love becomes vast, love becomes wordless. Think about that kind of experience where we may not even need to use words because our very essence inspires that feeling of being loved in those around us, that our actions, right, speak louder than even the words. And that's part of what we're really invited into this week, to really live into and act from the place of love. Could our love be the same way? Yes, right? Could our love be the same way in which it was described? Yes, wordless and felt and experienced deeply. Could the love that we express be so vast that not only does it lift up our own life and those around us, but it lifts up people in a completely different continent? I believe that, yes, it can, for we are all united, we are all one within our togetherness that is the experience of God that we are each a part of. And when we recognize our own divinity, what we're really doing is recognizing our connection to God, recognizing our connection to Jesus through the Christ that lives in each and every one of us. And what would it look like if we could really harness that power? To really not only say we're going to celebrate with an essence of love, but to actually harness everything that core love is within us. And so here now, we get to ask ourselves how we can re-engage with that power that is love, and even ask ourselves, what are some of the limitations that we have placed on the power of love? Like, do we believe that it can move mountains, right? Like, do we believe that it can shift a relationship? Do we believe that it can shift the experience that other people are having, people that we may not even know? Could we believe in the vision that we hold out of the presence of love? This is the time for us to do it. You know, as they say, 'tis the season, right? 'Tis the season. Hamilton Wright Mabie says this about this season. He says, blessed is the season which engages the whole world in a conspiracy of love. That's what we're getting into. That's what we're living into. Everybody say love. Love. Everybody say love. Love. So one of the things that I really was thinking about, and actually it came up because I was talking to somebody last Saturday at an event, and how many of you remember when those bracelets came out with what would Jesus do, WWJD? What would Jesus do? Remember that? And a lot of people were having it. In Unity, I remember that we started doing the what would love do, WWLD, because it's one and the same, right? What would Jesus do? What would love do? And it's an invitation for us to really like have the courage, the strength, the wisdom to ask ourselves that very personal question, that very powerful question that not only leads into our abundance and joy and the experience of God that we get to have in our lives, but it also is part of the evolution of consciousness, and is part of the evolution of humanity into a greater awareness of the power of God. And so when we ask that question, and believe me, I know it takes courage, because sometimes we don't even want to ask the question, right? Sometimes we want to just pretend that we don't know any better. Yes? Yeah. And so once we do ask the question, I really believe that just the asking of the question activates something. It's powerful enough. Because for me, what it does is like it says that I'm a little, if not fully, open to expressing love. Right? And so the moment that we ask the question, well, what would love do now? We're basically telling the universe, love itself, I'm open enough to hear it and then to see how that can shape up. And so how powerful that in moments throughout this week, we can just stand in that, have reminders throughout our home, in our car, wherever we're at. What would love do now? And when I spoke about faith like 2 weeks ago, I asked the question, are we choosing and moving from the place of faith or from the place of fear? And it's the same question today. Is it from the place of love or is it from the place of fear? See, love is our divine nature and love is what we are born with. Fear is what we've learned along the way. And the spiritual journey is really about unlearning that which no longer serves us, unlearning that which is not natural to us, to move into our natural state of being and be that expression, that light of God in the world. And so it is about letting go of the fears of how love is to show up in the world. You know, when we ask that question, what would love do now? I get that sometimes love is speaking, right? And love answers us back about what it would do through and as us. But sometimes that monkey mind and the fears and the judgments, they can get really loud, right? And so loud that sometimes we don't hear that still small, beautiful, innocent, loving voice. And our opportunity is to start quieting down the monkey mind, to start quieting down the judgments, the fears that we may have about what is being born and what is emerging from us. And so we're invited to do that this week. And as I said before many times, I believe that the world is calling for that which we have. But in reality, what I really believe is, everything outside is a reflection. This is unity, right? Everything going on outside is a reflection also of some of the things that are going on inside. And so when I say that the world is calling for our love, what I'm really saying is that the love that is within us is asking to be expressed more fully. The love that is within us is asking to push through any boundaries or limitations that we may have placed on it. And so we can look at the relationships. How many of us have relationships where it's calling for a little bit more love? It's calling for a little bit more understanding. We see it in the news. When we look at the news, do we take a moment to recognize that some of what is going on is a call to love? When we hear it sometimes with our friends and family, right? When they call us up and they tell us about some of the things that they're going through, right? And we see that there may be a calling for greater love within that situation. And so now is our chance to answer that. And many of you may know that Rumi quote that talks about sort of getting out of the way of love. He says, your task is not to seek for love, but merely to seek and find all the barriers within yourself that you have built against it. Eric Butterworth, Unity minister, actually says this in these words: I do not generate love, I simply express it. I do not need to make myself love certain people. I need only to get myself out of the way and let the divine energy of love flow through me as it is its nature to do. So what is keeping us from fully expressing love more fully? How many of us have been hurt in past relationships and held some resentments? And so maybe one of the ways in which we can heal from that is by just loving ourselves. Loving ourselves through the hurt, loving ourselves through the pain. And as we love ourselves, it opens us up to recognize that that love is within us and it can be shared with other people. How many of us have moved through thinking that we weren't worthy of love? Anybody here? Not worthy of love? And this is one of the things that I found, that the more that I give whatever I don't think I'm worthy of to other people, right? Like, so the more love I give to other people, the more I'll start believing that I'm worthy of it also. Because as we do that, we all of a sudden are spreading and sharing our love, and we realize, wait a minute, there doesn't need to be any places where love is not. And there are no individuals that are not worthy of love, so I can love myself. The moment that we think other people are unworthy of love, we're just giving credence to this idea that some people, and therefore maybe the possibility is that I am not worthy of love? And how many of us have fears that we might be judged, or the way that we express our love may be misinterpreted? Opportunity to just stand firm in love and to really recognize that love can't be diminished, that the power of love is what we are celebrating not only this Christmas, but that it is what we celebrate through life, and that love generates itself, and that love grows itself if we let it. Now, easier said than done, but also not as hard as we think it is. Because if we really allow ourselves to think of God, to seek God, to love God, and to know that we are each expressions of God, all of a sudden doors begin to open, and all of a sudden we begin to see even more possibilities. And through that, we are liberated, for love is the great liberator. Now, I've shared with you, some of you an acronym for love before, and I'll share it with you again. Love, to listen, to optimize, to value, and to express. So to listen intently to the people around you this holiday season, and maybe even go beyond the words, what's really being shared, what's really being expressed, and to just have that moment of listening, of truly being present for each other, to optimize our time with each other. So how many of us and how many of you have had those experiences like, that was a missed opportunity? That was a missed opportunity. Can we optimize every single opportunity by asking the question, what would love do now? What would love do through me? To value the people in our life, to value the gifts that they bring, to ask ourselves, even the people that were part of the resentment, part of the hurt, did they add some value? Can I see some value in who they are and what they're about? And then E, to express it. How do we express love? Through gratitude, through praise, through just saying thank you for being you. And so that is the opportunity. And now, for me, one of the things that I recognize is that if we are looking for miracles in our life, we've got to be the living miracle. If we want to experience greater love, we have to be that love. And so what would love have you do now? And I've asked myself, because of today, that same very question. And I realize that there are some things that love has been asking me to do, and I have been fearful about it. And I have placed limitations about it. And it's so funny because actually, one of the things that I realized is that the thing that I've been fearful about is to just have a conversation about what's going on between Israel and Gaza, and how that could be felt or heard or understood. And you know, God is so great that at the 9:30 service, God put in that third row one of the main leaders from Temple Israel, you know, and some of the things came up again for me. But it's really an opportunity that I see, because when we look out into the world and we look at the things that are falling apart, could we see how maybe some things are falling into place? Could we see how maybe we're part of bringing them back? See, for me, if love is the great unifier, that when I see that there are things breaking down, when I see that there are places filled with fear, it tells me I need to express love. I need to share love into it. And so, I don't know about you, but what's been happening in Gaza and between Israel and the Palestinians has been hurtful to see it. It confuses me. It adds a little bit of fear, not only about what's taking place there, but also my place within it and how I can speak about it. Things are getting so polarized within it that it's difficult for me, see how to speak about it without feeling the fear of being misunderstood or misinterpreted. And I'm being called to be the expression of love. I am being called to seek how love is meant to rise up and emerge in those places. And so I invite us to send our prayers and that feeling and that engendered feeling of love to the people of Gaza, the people of Israel, the victims that have died as a result of it, the innocent lives that have been lost. And I also invite us to hold the vision. You know, I was reminded this morning of in World War I, where all of a sudden for Christmas Day, there was a stop to that war. And for that day at least, there was peace during World War I. Can you hold that vision? Right? Can you hold that vision? Everybody say love. Love. Everybody say love. Love. Everybody see love. Everybody be love, right? And so can you join me right here and right now and just see that the miracle that took place in World War I is the miracle that can take place right here and right now for the people of Israel and the people of Gaza. Yes? Yes. And together we are able to hold all those things and be the love in expression that will emerge out of the moments of disharmony and of unknowingness and of not recognizing and claiming the truth of who we are as individuals and as humanity. Ernest Holmes says, love alone shall discover the heart of God at the heart of humanity. Love alone shall reveal the self to the self and find enthroned in the high citadel of the secret place of God in our own heart, which embraces the whole world. When love's activity is no longer confined to the littleness that restricts, but extends to everything and everyone, then shall we hear its song sung throughout our lives. Everybody say love. Love. Everybody say love. And it's not enough to say love. It is important to be that love, to act from the sense of love, to be in togetherness in the name of love, and to be truly living love in action. And I just leave with you, the Bible verse that really makes it just come true for me, makes it real for me. And so God is love from 1 John chapter 4, verse 16. And those who abide in love abide in God, and God abides in them. Let us be the expression of God by being the expression of love in our lives and in the life of all humanity this Christmas holiday. Namaste. Thank you.
Got all I need, no place I'd rather be. It's something about home that makes me miss it. Without you in it, it's not the lights or the gifts around the tree. It's only one thing that's on my wish list. It's me home for
Unity on the Bay's music ministry, please. We are home for Christmas, and doesn't it feel amazing? Unity on the Bay, did you feel the message? Did you feel Reverend Juan's message? All about love, love, love. When I say love, you say? Love. Love. So that means love that person on 95 during traffic. Love. 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 Love that coworker that ate your sandwich. Love. Love. Love that person at Publix with 42 turkeys in front of you. Love. Love. Keep that going all week long, folks. That's what it's all about right there, is love and sharing our love together, even with those past relationships. You know what I mean. You know what I mean. We weren't all that great to our exes. We know. You know who you are. Even those relationships deserve our love during this holiday season and always. I love you too. Oh my goodness, I love that. You know, it's my birthday this week, actually, on Tuesday, right? I'm never gonna tell you how old I am. Anyway, December birthdays in the house. Anybody? December birthdays? Yes, right? Yes, yes. Love to that person that gives you one gift for 2 occasions, all right? Love, listen, optimize, value, express. Doesn't get any better than that. Give yourselves a round of applause for being in love right now. So did you receive some spiritual nourishment this morning? Were you fed? Yes, all right. Well, sometimes we invite you to give financially to experience the generous spirit of God through your giving. Today we ask that you consider giving as a way of creating the space for other people to feel what you felt today, right? We have folks walking around with envelopes, but if you want to go green, please text GIVE, that's G-I-V-E, to 833-245-5645. It really does make life a lot easier. You set that up one time, you come on in, you sit down, 3 clicks, and you are done, okay? So text GIVE to 1-833-245-5645. Folks at home, you guys know the drill, right? All the information is on your screen. If you still need an envelope, our incredible ushers are still walking around. Just keep your hand raised, and they will come and hook you up. I'm going to give you a couple of seconds in silence to prepare your gift and think about all that love that we're leaving with today, all right? We thank you for your gifts. You can hold your hand to your heart or your gift to your heart, whatever makes you feel comfortable, and we'll bless these gifts together. Divine love that I am blesses all that I give and all that I receive. You know that being a spiritual person doesn't mean you're immune to the trials of life, right? And that is why every Sunday we have our prayer chaplains here available to be that space of peace that you might need. And with that, I'm going to ask our prayer chaplains on up, okay? And also, you know, December is just a very hard month. I mean, a lot of people are celebrating, right? But a lot of us also have people that we've lost. This might be the first December, the first holidays that we're spending it without someone that we love. I miss my dog, you know? And sometimes like this stuff comes up and we don't have to leave here with it, right? We've got spiritual counseling and coaching. Miss Lucy, who is an incredible human being, is in the back there at one of those tables on the left on the way out. If something came up and you want to sit down or you want to carve out some time to sit with her, please do so, all right? While you're over there, we also have our Angels Everywhere team over there. They're also collecting funds for gifts for the holidays for those folks in need. And the Youth and Family Ministry, they're selling donuts. I need a donut. I don't know if I can fit a donut into this dress, but I am going to try to at least have 2. So, you know, spare change, some money, whatever you got, it's going to the Youth and Family Ministry. Pick up a donut for you. Pick up a donut for me. It works either way, right? I think they take Cash App. It'll be fine. Reverend Juan, come on up and let us know what kind of work we've got going on this week, because I know we got a lot of work to do.
Oh, my gosh. Okay. By the way, nobody get her a donut.
Okay, just give the money then. That's fine.
All right. So today, this week, I just really invite you to look at that acronym for love and see the ways in which you're invited and asked, and it is just asking you to be expressed in your relationships and in your life. So just hold that and remember, what would love do? Moment by moment, what would love do? So with that, I'm going to invite you to stand. And actually, as you stand, at the 3 mark, let's all say, Happy Birthday, Faye. 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday, Faye. And now, let us end with our prayer for protection, and we'll follow that with our peace song. And so together, the light of God surrounds us. We are light. The love of God enfolds us. We are love. The power of God protects us. We are power. The presence of God watches over us. We are present. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. We are divine.